Hi everyone, this is Unhinged Voice Notes. My name is Babatunde Alabi, and I'm here with my co-host,
Manisha Gibson.
and we're here with a topic today that is called Secret Love. And this could be anything that you secretly love. So I'm going to start off the question with you, Manisha. What do you secretly love?
I automatically went to romantic love with
It still could be romantic.
What do I secretly love? I feel like I'm very vocal usually about what I love, unless it's people. Maybe that's the reason I'm single, but okay, who knows? I think there's very little things that not at least one or two people know about for me. Because I usually try and share things that I love.
Yeah.
But then there's like certain things that I kind of like to do that I'm a little bit more secretive about.
That you don't let
Yeah.
other people into?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I love it, but I am sometimes very into tarot cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love tarot cards, actually.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a little bit of an addiction for me because
Oh.
yeah, like I feel like a certain way. Just wondering if anybody can hear the music. Let me just check on that. Yeah, I
Do you
mean,
wanna-
it's
do you wanna
not too bad.
Oh, okay. Now we continue.
So, yeah, I think like sometimes a little bit of an addiction for me, like especially if I'm going through a lot of uncertainty in my life, that
Yeah.
I'm looking for kind of like a little bit more stability and like something that I can control and what to expect and stuff.
I think that makes quite sense, yeah.
Yeah, but is it a healthy way of coping? I don't know.
Could vary.
Yeah.
But as for myself, a secret love that I have, I'd definitely say it's... I feel like I have to preface this. So, like, I love cooking. I'm a big fan. Like, put me in any kitchen and I'll be immediately asking, like, okay, what can I cook? And I'd like it to be just like a big meal, like a good meal. But one thing I cannot stay away from is instant noodles.
Oh, I love instant noodles.
Like, just...
So much.
It's just so simple, so easy. But I manage to always have some in stock. And like, even though I love cooking, I have like my vegetables, I have like all of my ingredients. I prefer eating instant noodles than anything else, and that's just my secret love.
To be honest, I love instant noodles as well, and I don't think there's any shame in that, to be completely honest. Like, but for me, it's kind of also like I feel, like instant noodles is just like my comfort food as well. Like if I'm sick or something, it's like one of the things that I would eat like the most quicker, but also like I don't know, it's just like it has like a comforting feeling of home because my grandmother would make me noodles. I would just like talk about my grandmother again. Every podcast is about my grandma.
Any chance you get, you're just
Yeah, because my
get
grandma's
this.
cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, she would make me like not maybe the instant noodles, but like the ones in the packs.
The Indomie?
The Indomie, yeah.
Oh, I love Indomie.
Yeah, and so for me, it kind of has like this nostalgic feel, and then also like my dad knows how much I love noodles, so it's not a secret for me. For me, it's really not a secret.
You're
and
just
then,
like, this is an overt love.
Yeah, and then every time I would come to his house, he's like, "Oh yeah, I bought all these noodles," and he just like opens the drawer, and there's like the Korean ramyun and stuff.
Oh,
and
okay,
like
good stuff.
yeah, there's like good stuff in there, and then like all the Indomie as well. I think like we do kind of have like a pattern, like it would be either ramyun or Indomie. Like I also really like the Indomie that is like the mee goreng. So instead of like
good.
making it as a soup, you kind of mix it with the... So, hello.
Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome back to Unhinged. You might be wondering, why are they redoing the intro? So we don't know exactly where it cut off. Because we were talking about secret loves and we ended up on the topic of noodles. So we've decided we're just going to continue on noodles, and that's it. So Manisha, you were talking about Indomie, and how very much you actually loved Indomie.
Yeah, I think I don't think it should be a secret, and everybody should love noodles, instant or not. Yeah, and basically this started out as secret loves, but we're just talking about noodles now.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah. Actually, when I first started like gaming, my gamer tag would be Queen of Noodle Soup.
Really? Queen of... I've never... I
I'm not
knew
anymore. No,
Yeah.
no, it's been a while because that sometimes is taken. So
Wow.
yeah, it's taken. So now.
So you're telling me there are multiple queens of noodle soup out there in this world?
There is only one true queen, and that's me. But I guess I don't get the name, so I guess I'll just be the secret empress of noodles.
That is a great name.
Yeah, I think it should be an album as well. Secret Empress of Noodles.
Oh my god! What kind of genre?
Now we're getting really unhinged.
What kind of genre would it be?
I feel like it would be kind of like this experimental, instrumental thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and it would have like influences from everywhere that there's noodles. So there should be some Italian noodles. There should be some Asian noodles.
And Italian noodles is spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah, spaghetti.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
okay.
let's be honest, that is noodles.
Yeah. They're made literally the same way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, wasn't spaghetti made because some Italian person went to Asia? Wasn't that Marco Polo?
Was it Marco Polo that went to Asia and just said
I'm
like...
just like spouting nonsense here. Let me go on it.
Because like if you're telling me right now that Marco Polo, famous Italian, went over to Japan or anywhere in Asia and saw noodles
China.
and was just like, yo, these Chinese noodles, they're sick, but what if we just smack some tomato on it and made our own version?
Okay, so historians say pasta did not come from China. Absolutely not.
Oh.
That's on Today Online. I'm not sure how trustworthy that is.
Yeah, okay. So our sources are sketchy.
How stuff works, maybe? Quora.
Quora is also kind of sketchy.
Yeah. Do we just want to know what the internet says about?
Yeah, what does the internet say?
Okay.
What is that judgment?
It said if Marco Polo was a hoax, who brought pasta from China to Italy?
Okay, hold on. I kind of just for a little bit, I kind of want to hyper focus on pasta being a hoax.
No, Marco Polo is a hoax.
Excuse me. The entire man of Marco Polo being a hoax?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I don't know. The internet's a strange place.
That's a hot take.
But this master's in archaeology from Boston University says nobody brought pasta from China to Italy. Pasta appears to be independently invented around the Mediterranean. Something closely resembling lasagna was consumed in Italy at least a generation before Marco was born, and there are no dishes which seem similar to couscous, a pasta-like food, well before that in places around the Mediterranean. So...
I know, but listen, Marco Polo was a hoax, so...
I don't know what that means.
So what else did Marco Polo actually do? What did he accomplish?
How did we get here?
We got it from noodles, but like the fact that
we started with Secret Love.
Listen, forget about that, because like right now,
what did Marco Polo do?
Yeah, what did he accomplish? Because if someone's saying Marco Polo is a hoax, it means that they don't believe in anything they've accomplished. Like they're just like, nope, it's fake news, doesn't exist, never did it. This man was never in existence.
Yeah, it seems like. It says Marco... this is worldhistory.org. Do we trust that website?
It has the org, so obviously
yeah,
the most trusted domain.
Sure. Organizations are always trustworthy. Marco Polo discovered many new people, places, and customs on his travels to China and back. In his book, Polo records such sites as Sandu, the capital of. I'm probably butchering this.
Butcher it.
Kublai Khan, the Mongol emperor. He recorded religious rituals, eating habits, clothes, and buildings he came across on his travels through Asia. So basically, he was the original person that made a travel guide.
So this
to
person
Asia.
who thinks that Marco Polo is a hoax. Hear me out. He just decided Marco Polo does not exist. He never went and essentially made a tour guide of just like, oh, here you can see the Great Wall of China, which I presume at this time was just like a regular wall. It wasn't like quite great yet. Okay, I'm kind of done on hyper-focusing on Marco Polo and his hoaxness.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like thinking that there was this show of Marco Polo that I intended to watch and I never did because it got cancelled.
They made a show for Marco Polo?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
What?
I remember my dad saying it was good.
What? I'm finding
There's
out.
a full show, yeah, but we were talking about noodles.
Okay.
There is like this really interesting YouTube channel in which they try different levels of stuff, like different price ranges.
Oh, like
And there's
$1
one with
noodle,
noodles, yeah.
$1,000, like $100,000
Yeah.
noodles.
Oh, forgot what it's called.
What were the $100,000 noodles like?
I think they were good.
This has been excellent analysis with Misha Gibson.
They will be very good, but I would never be able to afford them.
Oh my god, $10,000 noodles, or at least
Even
high end.
Yeah, high end noodles.
Yeah.
That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
It would be the dream, but
Remember
like
when we're talking about that row? I don't know if we're gonna like finish that episode because it might be really short. I want to change my answer. Like, what would I eat on that row to noodles?
you want to change it to like those high end noodles.
Yeah.
But what if those have you ever been to like a Michelin star restaurant?
I'm not.
Okay, let me tell
Yeah.
you, I've been to one
Yeah.
ever in my life. And it is the most disappointing food I've ever had in my life.
It was the vegan one, right?
It was the vegan one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Glass.
Oh wow, slander.
Like
I feel like I should try now.
the service was great. Don't get me wrong. The service
Yeah.
was great. The atmosphere was fantastic. The food left a lot to be desired.
I heard from my friend that, or from my ex-housemate that was working in a restaurant that was had a Michelin star, that it's usually because like it's not necessarily just food to eat, it's also the experience. Like, so Michelin star restaurants are very much like one person's creative vision
Yeah.
into food.
Like really
Yeah.
pushing that creative vision.
And then there's probably like one thing that they really enjoy, but if you don't enjoy that thing and you have to keep eating it, you're like, oh
You're
god.
like, this
this
creative
sucks.
experience has not been
Yeah.
a great
I really
experience.
still want to try it though, even though you don't like it. It's just like,
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
I went to it over a year ago now.
yeah, so maybe
The menu
they
is likely
improved,
changed,
yeah.
so I would love to give it a shot. But what I was getting to is just like high end foods.
Doesn't necessarily mean good.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. It probably doesn't taste high end, and I could be wrong. I could be very, very, very wrong. But I'd love to know. But it would be a risk, wouldn't it?
There was the best noodles I ever had was in Japan.
Oh, yeah, you've been.
I mean, I lived there. I did my study abroad there for 4 months. I mean, like, comparatively, from living in Ireland and living in Japan, it doesn't seem that long. But at that moment in time, it was like, you know, the shit.
Yeah.
And there was this one place, and it was a really simple place, like a place where people just sat and ate, you know,
Yeah.
not like there was no experience. It's just a guy with a spoon and some noodles and like putting everything in one bowl.
Yeah.
And it was across from this train station. near like where my university was.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best noodles ever, and I still dream about them, and I hope to eat them next year. Hopefully,
Fingers
if I
crossed.
finally get to go to Japan,
I
if
mean,
my
Japan-
budget allows.
I was gonna be like, Japan's open though. Like they recently.
It's budget
It's-
reasons. Yeah, I just
budget
moved.
constraints.
I just moved in Dublin, and everything's expensive.
Oh my god, it's so pricey.
Yeah, so expensive. We're so poor. Please join our Patreon. We don't have one yet, but we'll make one.
Just give us about €1,000 a month, and we'd do
Yeah.
we'd do like an episode every year.
Yeah. You can have a picture of my feet.
We going on Feet Finder now? Dang it!
No.
1,000?
4,000.
Wouldn't you want more money?
How much can you ask for this? I don't know. I'm not a food fetish
I-
person, so I don't know.
I have a friend who's in the market, who's doing that kind of stuff, and she always said, whatever you price your feet at, triple it.
I don't think my feet are very nice looking, but there's probably some perverts.
There's always a pervert.
I don't think I will put my feet online. It was just a joke. Just saying.
Listen, just putting it out there. If someone offers you about 1,000, ask for 3,000.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, if anybody ever asks.
free advice.
I hope nobody does. That seems really weird.
I mean, 3,000 for a picture.
I mean, that means I could at least take a sabbatical, which would be nice.
Yeah, I'd be hard pressed not to send a picture for €3,000.
This
Like I'd be
this
like,
is
yo.
getting very unhinged now.
Okay, so to
Yeah.
wrap this off,
Yeah.
original. I feel like we should always wrap it up with just like original question.
Yeah.
So here we go. Original question, which wasn't even a question. What is your secret love?
I didn't even answer that question.
Because you didn't have one.
No, I don't have secrets. I mean, I have secrets.
Fighting words. I don't have secrets.
Final words. I don't have secret loves at the moment.
Cool. And
Yeah.
my secret love was just instant noodles. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to hear you in the next one. Oh, and also in the comments, jot down what your secret love is so that we can share it with the world.
If it's us, yeah, share it as well because we want everyone to know us.
But then it's not a secret anymore.
No,
It's
but
just
you
a
also
love.
shared your noodles, so that's also not
Oh,
secret
no.
anymore. I hate to tell you. Okay, that was all. Bye.